Hi folks, I just wanted to make a little video to help anyone that wasn't sure about it understand how pupils can keep track of their work on Google Classroom, particularly I suppose with a view to keeping track of homework, because assignments that are set during class are most likely to be directed by the teacher, so pupils know where to look and what they've got to do and when it's to be done by. So there's two key ways that pupils can keep track of what work is due, and those are the to-do list and the calendar. If a pupil clicks on the to-do list, they will see work organised by those tasks which have no set due date. Those tend to be class tasks that have been set in a lesson, and thus a due date is not required because it's not something that's being done for homework. And you can also see that it's broken up into this week, next week, and later. So those are basically sections that will have an outline of any tasks that have a due date in this week, and next week, and then later. Now, because I'm using a Test People account, which isn't really enrolled in many classes and certainly none that have any assignments due currently, it doesn't have anything in it. But if you click on the down arrow, it will open up all these things here that don't have a due date. I just don't have anything due on this account over the next couple of weeks. You'll also see that there are three tabs at the top. So to keep track of anything that's missing, so if a pupil's got a no homework, this is how they can check whether they've missed something. If they go into missing, it will show them any tasks that are overdue. And again, that's divided up by this week, last week, and earlier. And when you look in these sections, it will tell you the due date of the assignment. And if you click on the assignment itself, you can see its status and open it up. And in some cases, that might be because you had an assignment that you simply forgot to hand in, although you did it. In some cases, it may be because it's an assignment you haven't done and you still need to complete it. But in any case, that's probably something that we'd suggest pupils discuss with their teachers. And finally, done is where you can go to find any tasks that have been completed and turned in. So if, for example, a no homework demerit was issued and you went in here and looked and it was in the done category, you'd probably want to go and open that assignment and look at it and try and understand what had happened. Did you maybe forget to attach the assignment? Was there maybe an inadequate amount of effort applied to the task? And that's where the no homework demerits come from. In most cases, your teacher will discuss that with you anyway, but you might find it useful. So going back to the homepage, we also have a calendar. The calendar, if you find it easier to kind of think about things or more visually in terms of your time, this might be useful to you because it will break it up over your calendar so you can look at it week by week. Again, because I'm looking at this as a pupil account, in a pupil account which isn't really enrolled in many classes, there's very little there. But if I go back a couple of weeks to when I was doing a task with a demo, you can see there was an assignment there. And if we kind of go back over time, I'd probably find some others. But for you, any assignments that you have will come up on this calendar. So it allows you just to look at the current week, see what's due and when it's due, and that might help prioritize. And likewise, you can look further into the future to see if there's anything coming up in the following week. Your actual Google Calendar itself, if you look at your Google Calendar just by going to Google Calendar, it should show all of your enrolled classes. You can choose here, though, which classes you want to show. But as I say, it's pretty straightforward. I think it's quite self-explanatory. So if you're unsure about how to actually check what work you have to do, those are probably the simplest ways to do it. Parents can get guardian summaries, but there's a separate video about that.